Hello students, today we will study about how to form quadratic equation. This is the topic of standard 10, chapter number 4, quadratic equations. To understand how to form a quadratic equation, let us take an example of exercise 4.1, question number 2, sub question number 1. So, what is the question? The question is, the area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. The length of the plot in meters is one more than twice its breadth. We need to find the length and breadth of the plot. So in this question, we have given an rectangular plot. Let's suppose this is the rectangular plot. We need to find out the breadth and length of this rectangular plot. Currently we don't know what is the length and what is the breadth, but we have one thing, that is the area. We have given area of this plot is equals to 528 meters square. So this is suppose the area and it is 528 meters square. Now we know that the length is greater than the breadth, right? So let's suppose that the breadth is equals to x meter, right? Now according to the question, the length is one more than twice its breadth. That means we can write down length as breadth twice plus 1. Again we can write down length as length is one more. One more means we have to add plus 1. Then twice its breadth. Twice the breadth. One more than twice the breadth. What is that? That is length. So we can write down length is equals to 2 into breadth plus 1. Why we multiply with 2? Because here we have given twice. And one more means to add 1. Okay, so now what will be the length? So the length is equals to 2 into breadth. Breadth is equals to x, 2x plus 1. So our length will become 2x plus 1 meter. Breadth is x meter, length is 2x plus 1 meter. Now we have both length and breadth, and we also have the area. So use the formula to find out the area. So area of the rectangle is equals to length into breadth. Okay. So put down the value of length and breadth. Length is now 2x plus 1 multiplied by breadth. Breadth is x. And the area of the rectangle is equals to 528. So the equation is 528 is equals to 2x plus 1 multiplied by x. Now multiply this x with 2x and 1. We will get 2x into x, that is 2x square, plus x into 1 is x. Left hand side we have 528. Take this 528 to the right hand side. We will get 2x square as it is plus x as it is. This 528 now becomes minus 528. And what will remain here? If we take 528 to the right hand side, 0 will remain here. So this is the 0. So the equation is 2x square plus x minus 528 is equals to 0. Right? So this is a quadratic equation with variable x. Is there a power 2? Yes. Is there a power 2 of the variable? We can say that it is a quadratic equation. Okay? Okay. So now let us understand one more question, that is of sub question number 4. So what is the question? The question is, a train travels a distance of 480 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. We need to find the speed of the train. So here we have to find out the speed of the train. So let's suppose the uniform speed of the train is x kilometer per hour. That means in 1 hour it will cover x kilometer distance. So according to the formula of speed, we can write down speed is equals to distance over time. What will happen if we make time as a subject? Time is equals to distance over speed. Now the first situation, first scenario given in the question, that the train distance, the train cover the distance of 480 kilometer. For that, it will, the speed of the train now we will represent as s is equals to x kilometer per hour. And let's suppose the train take the t is equals to t1 hours of the time. So in t1 hours of the time, if the speed is x kilometer per hour, then the train will cover the 480 kilometer distance. Or in another way, we can say that to travel the 480 kilometer distance by x kilometer per hour speed, the train takes the t1 hours of the time. So we can write down the time is equals to t1 is equals to, we know that time is equals to distance over speed. So t1 is equals to, distance is 480 kilometer and speed is x kilometer per hour. So t1 is equals to 480 upon x. Okay. Now the second situation given in the question is that again the train is traveling the same distance. So the distance in the second case is also 480 kilometer, but the speed is changed. What given in the question is that if the speed is 8 kilometer less than the previous speed. So previous speed is x kilometer. So now the new speed will be x minus 8 kilometer per hour. Why? Because 8 less than the previous kilometer speed that we have given in the question. So the new speed is equals to x minus 8 kilometer per hour. And in this time, let's suppose it's take t is equals to t2 hours. T is equals to t2 hours of the time, right? T2 hours of the time. So to cover the 480 kilometer distance with x minus 8 kilometer per hour speed, train takes the t2 hours of the time. So we can write down it as t2 is equals to distance over speed. Time is equals to distance over speed. So t2 time is equals to 480 kilometer upon x minus 8. That is the new speed. So now the another situation given in the question, that if the speed is reduced in the second case, so now the train will take the 3 hours more to cover the 480 kilometer distance. So in first case it will take t1 time. In second case the train takes t2 time. Now this time is higher, this time is lower, and the difference between these two time is 3 hours. So we can write down t2 time is equals to t1 time plus 3 hours. This t2 time is in hours, this t1 time is also in hours, and this 3 is also in hours. So we can make here an equation, both the side, left hand side and right hand side, the time is in hour. Why we write t1 plus 3, t2 is equals to, because in second case the train will take 3 hours more than the previous time. So t2 is equals to t1 plus 3. Now put down the value of t2 and t1. t2 is equals to 480 upon x minus 8 is equals to t1 is 480 upon x plus 3. Now take x as an LCM to the right hand side. The left hand side remains as it is. Right hand side x is the LCM. 480 remains as it is. We have to multiply this 3 with x. So 480 plus 3x upon x, that we get here. Now we have to take this x minus 8 to the right hand side in the multiplication of this bracket, and x to the left hand side with the multiplication of 480. So we will get 480x is equals to, these two brackets are now in the multiplication. So left hand side 480 remains as it is. Multiply 480 with x, we will get 480x. Now 480 into minus 8, that is minus 3840. Now multiply 3x with x, we will get plus 3x square, and plus 3x into minus 8, that is equals to minus 24x. Now see, there is a 480x on both the sides of the equation, so they will cancel out each other. What will remain we have is this side, it will become 0. Right hand side we have a plus 3x square minus 24x and minus 3840 is equals to 0. Right, now we can notice that 3 is the common in all the three terms. Right, so by taking 3 as a common, here it will remain x square, here it will remain minus 8x, and here it will remain minus 1280 is equals to 0. So this is the quadratic equation or the question number 4. So in this way, we can form the quadratic equation of any given situations. Okay. So this is all about this lecture. Thank you.